So there we go. It's not going to record you. It just records me if you're wondering what's happening there. And I'm going to put you guys on mute now. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's get started by warming up. Oh, also make sure you have water. Okay, so I'm just going to move my chair to the side. Let's just start with a really easy little march, right? So just go at your own pace. Just get your blood flowing, the body warmed up. Okay, I'm going to lift the arms up and around. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Breathe in. Exhale one more time. Okay, now we're going to go the other way and just open wide. That's it. And you feel, if you want to pick up your pace anytime, go right ahead. If you want to slow down, slow down. All right. Okay, so now we're going to just switch to heel digs. So you're going to bring your right heel forward, and then you're going to press it with your arms, right? So you just come back, and then you're going to press. Just make sure you're breathing whatever you are doing. Okay, let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, one more. Okay, now we're going to press to the side. So out and in. Okay, this one is a tap back, and you're going to do a kick back. So you tap back with your feet, and then the movement with the arms is just to straighten out. You come back to start, right? So we just tap. Okay, another 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, last one. And then come on back, we go back to our march. Okay, and then the arms goes up and around again. Chill out. And another way. Very good. Okay, keep it going, just feel a little bit more. I just want to add some more lighting here. I just feel it's a little bit dark. So you keep going. Just go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then come back there. That's better. It's so dark. Okay, grab your elastic. And remember, you can do this seated. So if anytime you feel tired, feel free to do it in a chair. So we're going to bring this behind your back all the way up towards your armpit. For chest press, I'm going to hold the ends of the elastic. And then I'm just going to bring it forward and back, right? So when you're stretching it forward, it should feel like there's some resistance. So if you feel like it's not doing anything for you, all you do is just kind of shorten the hold on your elastic. So you kind of keep your hands up and then test that out. And it might be too much, so you might have to adjust again. There you go. And then maybe take your time, bring it back, right? So you don't want to just let your arms snap back. You want to bring it back with control. Okay, so another 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, I got one more, and we're going to hold it now. You're gonna have your elbows bent just a little bit. You're gonna turn your palms in. We're gonna take the arms out. You're gonna bring them back in. Okay, so go out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you're gonna bring your arms in and you're gonna reach out to the corners of your room. You're gonna press out and then you're gonna bring it back in. Okay, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, last one, and then come back. Okay, so now we're gonna do alternates. It's like just like a little punch forward. That's it. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay. Bring your elastic around to the front. And then you just have to figure out your hold on this elastic. I would say start maybe about hip distance. And then if it's too hard, you can go wider. If it's too easy, you can come in a little bit. But I always think this is probably a good starting point. So let's take the arms out in front. So your arms are straight out. You're going to pull the elastic out. As you pull out, it's going to feel like that elastic wants to come in towards your chest. So it doesn't have to come all the way in, but just allow it just to move on its own. Okay, and then you're going to come back to your start. You're going to pull out again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, got one more. Pull it out. And with control, come back. Okay, take a little rest here and just roll it out. And roll it the other way. Okay, now you're gonna have the same hold on your elastic. You're just gonna bring your arms up overhead. So you kind of can't see mine because I'm out of frame, but it's up over my head. So I'm gonna stretch outwards. So I'm pulling out. It's gonna come down towards my chest as I pull out, right? So try to resist the urge to bring it down like this. Keep it up over your head. Pull outward, it will come down. It might not come down as far as mine, or it might even go further. So I just want you to be aware of that. It doesn't have to look like the way I'm doing it, but I want you to have it over your head and I want you to pull out and then come back. That's it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more. And then you're going to release that, bring it down. Okay, so now you're going to have your palms face up as you hold on to your elastic. Keep your elbows tucked in. And again, resist that urge to move your elbows away from the body just to make it go a little wider. So keep them tucked in. It's a very small movement. And then you're just going to pulse out, come back in with control. So it's so small. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay, so let's hold one end with your left hand. Bring that left hand, glue it to your hip. You're going to hold the opposite end with your right hand. So again, you might have to adjust the grip as you go. So just give it a little test. You just want to arc that right arm out to the side, and then you want to come back with control. Okay, so if you feel like you have to fix that a little bit, go right ahead. And then we're going to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more, and then come back. Okay, now this one, you're gonna have your elbow bent, right? So notice how my arm, it's kind of like right in front of my shoulders. And then I want to keep it here. And then all I want to do is just take my fist forward. And then with control, I want to come back, right? So notice how my elbow is always at 90 degrees. All I do is just straighten it out, come back with control. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. And release. Good. Okay, let's go to the other side. So this time, your right hand on your hip, and then the left arm is just going to arc straight across. Bring it back to where you started, and then out again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, here's your last one. Reach it across. Very good. Okay, so now this one, bend the elbow 90 degrees. Your forearm should be in line with your shoulders, so parallel. And then just send your fist forward. Bring it back in, right? So it's just straightening the elbow, bending the elbow. Okay, and you might have to adjust how you hold your elastic. So you do want tension. You should feel this in the back of the left arm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more. And release. Very good. Okay, roll out your shoulders. And we're going to grab a sip of water. Okay, so grab some water. We're going to come back and do the lower part of the body. Okay, so you're going to open up your elastic, fold it in half so it's not all dangly. So you're going to hold this out in front of you. And then I'm going to bring one knee up and alternate. Okay, so I'm going to sort of like I'm bringing the elastic towards my waist, right? So as I bring my knee up, I kind of curl in. That's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more. 10. Good. And then you're going to release that. Okay, so just do little heel raises. So we're going to go up and down. So you're just lifting your heels Off the floor, you're coming up onto your toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10, and then release. Very good. Okay. Open up your band. So you're going to step on your band. Excuse me. So I've got my feet about hip distance. I'm going to hold on to the ends. So I'm going to push my edge of my right foot out to the side. So I'm going to lift my foot and I'm going to push out and then I'm going to come back in. Okay, so this is 2. You might soften the left knee a little bit just so it helps you balance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. Push it out and then come back. Okay, so let's go on the right side. So let's start with a little bend in your right knee. Just get your balance and then push out left. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got one more. And then come on back. Okay. So slowly release the elastic. You can just let it go with your hands. We're going to step your feet. Let's go a little bit wider so that you have a little slack in the middle to pick up your elastic, right? You'll have to adjust this accordingly, just depending on what your elastic is like. So if you don't get it right the first time, just make an adjustment. So we're going to hold the middle of the elastic, okay? Let's take a breath here. So stand upright, and then you're just going to slowly do a little forward fold. I feel like my feet are a little bit wide though. I'm going to go in. So you want your feet to be about hip distance. All right, that's better. And then I'm going to go up, and then you're going to start to feel, it's like the stretches in your back of your legs and your lower back. So be careful. If it's too much, bend your knees a little bit more. And then you're going to lift up, come up straight shoulders, just down and back. And again, folding forward. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more. Good. Okay, now we're going to carefully just release that. I'm going to come back to holding the ends of the elastic. And I'm going to stand upright. So again, feet hip distance apart. So not too wide, not too close together. Figure out what tension you need here. We're going to do a side bend. So we're going to side bend to the right and then come back up into middle. Okay, so it should feel like there's some tension, almost like when I go to the side, the elastic should feel like it's pulling my left hand down. And then on my right side, it should feel like there's tension pulling it up. And then I've got to come back into center, even out that tension, and then back to the other side, back to the middle. And inhale as you come back into center. Exhale, this is 3. 4. Okay, just notice on my right side, as I reach down, it's contracting. My left side is stretching. I come back. And now my left side is going to contract. My right side's going to lengthen. Okay, so we've got 6. 7. 8. 9. Okay, last one. Good. Okay, we're going to stay in the same position. We're doing back pull. So you're going to hinge a little bit at your hips. You're just going to pull with the elbows pointing straight back. Come back to your start. Okay, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And then you're going to come back up. Okay, so let's just keep your arms straight. And you might have a little hinge at the hips. And then just keep arms straight, pull it straight back to the start. Okay, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to come back up. Okay, slowly release. And then we're going to do our bicep and then tricep kickback. So we're going to start on the right side. So I'm going to just step on one end. I'm going to hold this. So again, you have to adjust the tension on your elastic, right? So start with the palm forward, and then you're going to bring that fist up towards your shoulder. Okay, and if it's too easy, shorten your hold, bring it back up again. Okay, so you're feeling it in the front of your arm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to go backwards. So it's kick back, right? So you're going to hold it, little hinge at your hip. You're going to have your arm at a 90, send it straight back. Come back to your 90. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's switch to the other side. Let's go with the palm facing up. Again, just adjust your grip, and then we're going to lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to do that kick back, right? I'm going to just turn this way so you can see. So you're 90 degrees, send it straight back. Come back to your 90, right? So I gotta just adjust my hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Okay, Step back to the right. You're gonna step with your foot. You're gonna hold with the palm facing down. Do not lift any higher than your shoulder. You're gonna have a little bit of a bend in the elbow, okay? And you're gonna sort of stand nice and tall just to brace yourself and then just lift it up. So you might notice it doesn't go very high. That's okay, right? You might adjust your elastic a little bit if you need to, but don't worry about bringing it up all the way. You just wanna lead with the shoulder. We're going up, release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, other side. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's go back to that crunch forward fold. So fold your elastic in half. And then you're gonna bring your knee in towards you, right? So we're gonna hold this out and then knee up and crunch. That's it. 2, actually that's 1. This is 2. There you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more. Good, and then come back into center. Okay, still hold your elastic with the hands like this. And then we're gonna take your elastic to the right. We're gonna go to the left, going up, and then back to your left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, other side. So you're gonna start up here and then just bring it across to your hip. All right, so go up and across. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more. And then let's release that. Very good. Okay, you can lose your elastic. Let's just bring the hands together, interlace your fingers, stretch your fingers out. That's it. And then just kind of scrunch them open. Just let them go, all that gripping on the elastic. They might feel very tight. Reach your arms behind you, interlace your fingers again. Try not to puff your belly and your ribs out. Bring them in and then just reach your knuckles down to the floor. Open up through the front of your chest. Good, and then come back in front again. Again, interlace, push the palms out. Maybe this time you can kind of stretch your upper back as well. Just a gentle rounding. That's it. And then come back into center. And we're just gonna give those arms a little swing. So as you swing them, right on top of left and then under the left as you switch. Good, and then we're gonna take that right arm across. You're gonna catch your right arm with your left elbow, let your right shoulder drop, and then you're just gonna stretch the arm. So fingers are moving towards the left, right? But don't pull or yank your shoulder. Just give it a little stretch. Okay, and then release. Other side, left arm across your chest, bend your right elbow, catch your left arm, drop the shoulder, and then just gently bring the left fingertips to the right. Good. Relax the shoulder. Okay. Right heel forward, a little bend in the knee. Bring your hands to your left thigh and then just bow over your right leg. So you're going to feel a stretch right there in the back of your thigh. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come back up. We're going to switch. Heel down, toes up on the left foot, a little bend in the knee. Bow forward, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back up. Just a nice little shoulder shrug. Good. A little roll with the shoulders. Good. And then let's go back the other way. Good. Okay. Grab some water. So we're switching over to our weights now. Actually, I got to grab a timer. I'll be back. So grab whatever weights you need. I have 2 sets just because of my shoulder. I can't do very heavy weights on one arm. So I just use what I can. Excuse me. So make sure you have everything you need. And we are going to start with back pull. So let me just get the timer set up. Okay. Okay. Grab your weights. So your palms are going to face back. You're going to pull back, right? So elbows are going down and hinged a little bit at my hips, okay? If you see me stopping and I'm just reaching for the timer, I'm just checking the time. So you keep going until I tell you to stop, okay? So I'm going to start the timer. Let's go. Pull back and release, right? And you don't have to race through this. Go at your own pace. So if you feel like I'm going too fast and you can't keep up with me, you're not supposed to, right? You're just supposed to do as many as you can in 30 seconds. All right, that's a stop on that. Okay, so your next one is you are going to take your bicep curls. So your palms are going to look forward. Okay, so you're sitting upright, so we're not going to hinge like we did on the last one, right? And you're just going to bring your weights up towards your shoulder and then full extension down, okay? So go with control. So as you're going up, it's the same as you're going down, right? So take your time, do what what you need to do for your own body. I'm gonna set the timer. Ready, go. Okay. Another 15 seconds here. Try not to speed through just for the sake of speeding through and getting as many done as possible. Make sure you still have your form and you're still breathing. Okay, you can release that. Okay, so now we're going to get into our legs. So I'm just going to put one of my weights down. So I've got this on my right leg. I'm going to do a knee raise, and all it is just lifting. Okay, so we're going to do singles and then we're going to alternate. So we'll go to the left after the set. So let's start on the right. Let's go and lift up and down. Right, don't forget to breathe. So when we exert energy, we're exhaling, right? So when I come back to neutral, this is where I'm inhaling, exhale, push out. Okay, and then we're going to go to our other side. Okay, so left side, I'm setting the timer. Here we go. Okay, if you need to take a break whenever you need. Okay, 5 more seconds. All right. And then we're going to alternate now. Okay, so you're going to have one on each side. Excuse me. Ready? Here we go. Okay, just know that when we're alternating, remember the side you started on. So whether the time runs out or not, you want to end on the one side that was your second side, right? Okay, finish off on your second side. All right, so I'm going to switch to my lighter weights. Getting into tricep kick back. So we're going to alternate. Okay, so I'm going to sit from the side just so you can see my arms. I want to have my arm 90 degrees. I'm hinged forward a little bit. Okay, so when I do this exercise, all I'm doing is taking my arm straight. Where you should feel it is back here. Okay, if you don't feel it there, probably not doing it right. So make a little adjustment. Notice that I don't bring my weight all the way back up to my shoulder, right? I just go back to my starting position, which is 90 degrees. I'm at my hip. I go straight out. I'll come back here. Okay, and then we're just going to alternate. So the other side, right? Same thing. Back straight. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer. Here we go. Okay, ready? Go. Keep your neck neutral if you can. I'm looking off to the side because I'm keeping an eye on the time. Okay, and remember you're ending on your second side. Okay, and we're done. Okay, this one is a side raise, and again, we're going to do alternates. So arms are going to be down by your side. You might have a little bend in the elbow. When you lift your arm out to the side, you're not going any higher than your shoulder. Okay, and then you're going to bring that down, and then you got to go the other side. Right, just like that. And again, you're moving with your breath. So when I'm here, I'm inhaling. This is the exhale. And then I inhale, come to rest. Okay, so get ready. Here we go. And go. Keep going. All right, and last one, wherever you are, release. Very good. Okay, back to your legs. So I'm gonna go back to my heavier weight. And we're gonna do single sides, stepping forward and back. Okay, so I'm gonna start on my right side. Ready? We're gonna go. Heel and then tap your toe back under the chair. All right, so it's just like a little back and forward motion. Okay, I got 10 more seconds. And then come back, release. Okay, other side. So you got left side, ready? Here we go. Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay, and break. Okay, now we're gonna do it alternate. So you're gonna do both sides alternating. I'm gonna set the timer. Here we go. Right, and then you got left. Okay, so might feel a little bit weird. Just keep it going. Remember, you can break anytime. Keep going. Okay, remember to end on your second side. And we're done. Okay, so let's go back to arms and shoulders. I'm gonna use my lighter weight. Getting into the rotator cuff. Okay, so when you are working on your rotator, remember we're keeping those elbows close, the palms face up as you're holding your weight. Okay, setting for 30 seconds. And then we just take those weights out to the side. Elbows are tucked in, right? So resist that urge to try and go bigger by separating the elbows from the body. So come back, stay here. Again, go at your own rate. Keep going and release. Very good. Okay, next is back to legs. We're gonna do a side step. So I'm going back to my heavier weight. Okay. So side step, right foot first, 30 seconds. So we're gonna step out to the side and back in. Okay, so that 2. Actually, we're not counting, we're just, well, you could count. You can see how many you're doing within the 30 seconds. Keep it going. Keep going. All right, and you're done. Second side, left side, starting 30 seconds, out to the side and back in. That's it, keep it going. Got 12 more seconds. Keep going. And you're done. Okay, alternating sides. So remember, you want to end on your second side, okay? So starting your 30-second count, out, in. Ten more seconds. Keep going. Okay, end on your second side. And that's it. And then we're gonna do calf raise. So you've got both of your weights on your thighs, starting the 30-second count. You're just gonna lift your heels up, lower down. You're pushing against that weight. Keep going. 5 more seconds. All right, and you're done. Okay, so you're going to need just one weight If your weights are too light though, you might want to hold them close together. Just make sure you don't drop them on your toes. You're going to hold the ends of your weight. You're going to have your arms straight out. When you lift, no higher than your shoulder, okay? The highest you could possibly go is where your eyes are, okay? So I'm gonna start the timer. Here we go. We're gonna lift up, lower down. Okay, keep the arms straight, maybe a little bend in your elbow. That's it. Make sure you've got your core on. So feel your core bracing, right? So it's that idea, like if I was gonna come up to your belly and punch you, right? You kind of brace yourself for that. So you're not kind of squeezing, you're not holding your breath, you're just firm belly. Keep going. And then release. Okay. So this next one, I'm gonna just turn my chair a little bit so you can see how I'm seated. Okay, so when you sit back in your chair, right, keep that core on. So it's like I'm reclining back, but I'm not slumped in my chair, right? My core has to work, chest is lifted. Now, if this hurts your back or hurts something and doesn't feel good for you, you're gonna sit upright, you're gonna hold your weight at your chest, and you're just gonna go forward and back, okay? If you're reclined like I am, it's gonna add a little more gravity, so it's gonna be a little heavier. So what it's gonna look like is you're gonna lift from your chest and you're gonna lift up to a 45. You're gonna come back, okay? But notice again, I'm not slumped, right? Core is on, feet are flat into the floor, so my legs aren't kicking around, right? Okay, so really be mindful that you're sitting properly here. You want to protect your back. Okay, I'm setting up for 30 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Okay, keep your head neutral so you're looking straight ahead. I always look to the side, so if you're copying me, it's going to give you probably a neck ache because you're always kind of like to one side. So try to stay neutral as you're working. I'm just looking to the side because I'm talking to you. I'm checking the time. Okay, got a couple more seconds to go. Last one. And let's release that. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna turn my chair back again. This one is a little twist. Oh, chair's stuck. Okay, so you are gonna hold that weight again, kind of like chest level, and it's a twist. So you want your feet flat on the floor, about hip distance. Core is long and tall, and then it's just a little twist. Come back, and then you twist to the other side, okay? You don't have to go crazy with your twist, just gently turning side to side. Feel the movement from your rib cage, your torso, not your low back. Okay, so let's go. 30 seconds. Keep going. Okay, remember to end on your second side. You're done. Okay, so now you're gonna hold your weight close to your chest and you're gonna do a hinge from your hips, right? So I'm gonna sit sideways just so you can see. So when you're folding, I don't want you to round your back like that, okay? That's actually not gonna be great for your back. So what you wanna do is stay tall, move from the hips. So notice my whole body comes forward. It doesn't have to be very far. And then you come back up, okay? So hinge, and then come back, okay? So let me just set the timer again. Okay, so nice and tall, and then hinge, and come back up, right? And with control. All right, and then let that go. Okay, grab some water. And then we're gonna get into our stretches. Don't need the timer anymore. Okay, so come back to center, feet flat into the floor. We want to sit nice and tall. Right hand reaches to the seat of your chair, left hand to the right side. Just watch that you're not kind of grabbing your thigh and it comes in. So stay here. Your hand, it might not reach all the way, just reach as far as you can. We don't want to strain the lower back. Think more of how much length you can create in the spine. So really lift through your heart center, then start to revolve to the right. You might even look over your shoulder and just take a couple of breaths here. Good, come back into the middle. We're gonna try the other side, okay? So this time left hand is on the seat of the chair, your right hand reaches, and then lift the heart and then start to revolve to your left side. Good, come back to center on your inhale. All right, palms forward, you're gonna sit nice and tall. Try not to lean forward too much, just start to bring your arms back in space, and this is gonna stretch the front of the shoulder, right? Notice your belly or your ribs might puff out, so see if you can contain your core. It's like you're hugging your belly button, just gently towards the spine, right? So it's not tense or gripped. Just keep opening through the front of the shoulders here. Okay, and if you want a little bit more here, and you have a chair like mine where you can hold on to it, I'm gonna reach back, holding onto the edges of my chair. Okay, if you can't do this, you don't have to. Go back to this version. This is fine. Okay, if you are here, don't let go of the chair. So you wanna lift your heart to deepen the stretch, maybe even lean forward a little bit. Okay, so if you're gonna let go of your chair, you're gonna fall out of your chair. So make sure you've got a firm hold. Okay, if you don't have a firm hold, go back to option one. Good. Okay, let's release that. And then you're going to sit nice and tall, lift your heart, big inhale, and then exhale. You're just going to soften here. And then inhale again. We're going to lift the heart center. Exhale. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Take one more. Let's come back up. Okay, we're just going to swing our arms. So out, and then right arm on top, right arm on the bottom. Okay, so just opening, closing, shake it out. Okay, you're gonna give yourself a big hug. Let's start with right arm on top of left. Wrap your arms around. So you should feel a nice opening in your upper back. Elbows connected, okay? So notice my elbows, they're not far apart. They're as close on top of each other as possible. So if you're struggling with that, that's fine. Just breathe and work right here. If your elbows stay comfortably stacked together, you might be able to wind your forearms a little bit more, connecting the hands. If they don't connect, it's not a big deal, right? You might even look like this. That's okay. But what I don't want you to do is try to wrap so much that the elbows come apart and then you lose the stretch. So if that's you, stay here. This is absolutely fine. If you did make it to eagle, just take another 3, 2, 1, and then let's open up, big inhale. Let's switch to the other side. So left on top of right. Again, start with that hug, and it might be different on this side. Okay, so be where you need to be. If you can keep the elbows together, then you can try your eagle arms. Okay, hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to release that. Let that go. Okay, so let's step our right foot forward, heel down, toes up. Again, just take a little bow over your leg, right? So you know what to do. If it's too much on the side, bend the knee more, or don't fold. Fold for another 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up. Just give your ankle a little roll. Roll the other way. Okay. Option 1 is to take right ankle over left, and then you're just going to hinge at your hips and bow forward. Okay. If you need a little bit more, your knees feel good, your hips feel good, you've got the mobility in your hip. Okay. You can do this one, but I don't want you to strain. It doesn't mean it's better. It's just an alternative. So you lift up. If you've got the movement in your hip, you can set your ankle on top of your thigh. Any hint of pain, I highly suggest that you go back to option 1. And if you did make it here, you need to curl your toes back. That's going to protect your knee. Okay, so wherever you are, just lift your heart and then bow at the hips. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to come back up. You're going to slowly release and bring that foot down. Okay, let's try the other side. So again, you've got option 1. Option 2, be careful, lift and then rotate the thigh bone so your ankle rests on top of your thigh. Curl the toes back. Okay, wherever you are, lift your heart, big inhale, exhale, hinge forward, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming back up. You're going to release your ankle. You're going to step it out wide. Take a breath in. Exhale here, soften. Okay, breathe in again. Exhale. So you might just stay here and just breathe. If you feel okay to fold forward, you can fold forward. You might even be able to bring your hands to the floor, but not necessary. Just see where it feels good for you in this forward fold. If a forward fold does not feel good, I want you to just slowly take your time and just lift your head. Take your time to come up. Don't come up quickly. Just take your time. Hold for another 3, 2, 1 if you're here. Now, bring your hands to your thighs one at a time. Don't rush. Just slowly roll yourself up so that you don't feel dizzy. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's walk the feet back to center. Just a couple more shoulder rolls. Good, a little roll back. And then just a little shrug. And relax. Then you're going to just turn your head. Let's look to the right. Nod your chin down towards your collarbone and then just gently roll yourself back into the middle. And then we're going to come back to center. You're going to inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your chin back to level. Okay, turn your head. Let's look to the left. Nod your chin towards your collarbone. Slowly roll it back into the middle. Inhale, come on up. Good. We're going to circle the arms up. Big breath in. Exhale out. Okay, you're going to go 2 more times on your own. And then once you've done the 2 times, you're going to go the other way, open up. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to take attendance.
Hi, Denise.
Hi there.
Anna, I don't think she had time to send that